Hello students and welcome to the 7th lecture of the oscillation chapter. Now in this video we are going to see the next part of the oscillation chapter. So before we moving ahead students, we will revise some part of the previous video so you will understand very easily and you can keep in mind for the long time till the exam. So in short time we will revise the concepts that we have discussed in the previous video. So students, in the previous lecture the part we have discussed is the extreme values of the displacement, velocity and the acceleration. So these are the three parts that we were discussed in the previous video. In that section we have saw the first part, it is displacement. The general expression for the displacement x in SHM, that is in simple harmonic motion, is x is equal to a sine of omega t plus phi. So this is the general expression that we have defined or we are just used to write for the displacement. Now we will see the condition in this. Now at the mean position the block will be exactly at the point of equilibrium. Means the block will not be at the rightmost or at the leftmost, it will be exactly at the equilibrium position. Thus the omega t plus phi will be equal to 0. Now the x minimum will be equal to 0, as if you put the value of omega t plus phi, then this value will become the 0, then a sine of 0 is 0, sine 0 is 0. Thus the displacement, that is x minimum, will be exactly equal to 0. Thus at the mean position the displacement of the particle performing SHM is minimum, it is 0. Now at the extreme position, that is omega t plus phi is equal to pi by t, means the at extreme position means at the rightmost position, means in this case the spring is in stretched condition, means the block will be exactly at the rightmost position, means there will be the maximum displacement from the mean position of the block. Now thus the omega t plus phi will be pi by 2, that is pi by 2. So we can see that x is equal to a sine of omega t plus phi. So thus as you can say the value will be x is equal to a sine of omega t. Now students, when you put the value of omega t plus phi is equal to pi by 2 or 3 pi by 2, then as you know that the sine pi by 2 is equal to 1, that is sine 90 is 1. So the remaining term will be the value of sine pi by 2 will be 1. So x will be exactly equal to a, or x is equal to plus minus a, as we know that the square root of the any digit may be given as in the plus minus form. That's why the x will be given as the plus minus a. Now after that the condition we have seen, second one condition, the second one value we have saw is of the velocity. So thus equation for the velocity we are using generally, it is the v is equal to plus minus omega into square root of a square minus x square. So this is the basic equation that we are using to calculate the velocity of the particle performing linear SHM. But there are two cases that we have to consider. The first case is when the block is at the mean position, means the block will be exactly at the equilibrium position. So at that time the x will be 0. Thus we can guess that there will not be any displacement, so the x will be 0. So the v max will be plus minus aw. So we can say here student, so as there is no displacement the x will be 0 and the v max, the maximum velocity, will be plus minus a omega. As you will put the x is equal to 0, then the entire term will be, you will get as only the plus minus a omega. So thus the velocity of the particle in SHM is maximum at the mean position. Now we will see the second case for the velocity, it is at the extreme position. So x will be equal to plus minus a and v minimum will be 0. So as you can see student, if you put the value of x as plus minus a, then in the square root you can see a square minus a square, it will become the 0, and the 0 into omega will also become the 0. So velocity which will be minimum is equal to 0. The student, the velocity of the particle in SHM is minimum at the extreme position. So these are the two cases that we have studied for the particle performing linear SHM in case of velocity. Now we will see further for the acceleration. Now students, we will see further for the acceleration. Now the magnitude of the acceleration for the particle in SHM is given as omega square x. So this is the simplest and easiest equation for the acceleration, which is omega square x. Now we are going to check this acceleration at the mean position and at the extreme position. So we will look the two cases. First of all, we will look further for the at the mean position. So at the mean position, as we know that the displacement will not be occur, so the block will be exactly at the equilibrium position, thus the x will be 0. So that if we put the value of x as 0, then the acceleration which will be minimum will be 0, as you will put the value of x. So 0 into omega square will be will become the 0, then the x, then the a minimum you will get the 0, that the value of acceleration will be minimum and which is equal to 0. Now the second case for the acceleration is at the extreme position. So the x is equal to, it will become the plus minus a. So as if you put the value of x is equal to plus minus a, then easy, you can see this is the easiest one. So that the acceleration is maximum, so mx will be plus minus omega square a, so that will be the value. Hence these are the two conditions that we have checked for the velocity, displacement and acceleration, student. Now for your understanding, we have just revised in short impact of time. Now we will see the next part of this chapter. Now students, this is the next part of the chapter that we have to learn here. So we will see about the amplitude, period and the frequency. So for that purpose, you just need to clear the diagram first. So I will clear the diagram with and which considerations we have to consider they have given here. We will learn that one by one. So consider a particle performing SHM, which is P, means P is the particle which is performing SHM along the straight line Mn. Then the center O of Mn is the mean position of the particle. Means students, P is the particle which perform the SHM, that is simple harmonic motion, and O is the center of the M and N, means Mn is the line and the O is the center, which is the equilibrium position of the oscillation which is the performing that particle P. Now the displacement of the particle is given by equation x is equal to a sine of omega t plus, is the general equation that we are preferring for the displacement. Now the particle will have its a maximum displacement when sine omega t plus phi is equal to 1. That is, when x is equal to plus minus a, then the particle will be performing the maximum displacement. This distance a is called as the amplitude of the SHM. The maximum displacement of the particle performing SHM from its mean position is called as the amplitude. So this is the introduction for the amplitude, and this is the entire consideration for the diagram. So students, even if you still not understand the diagram, I will explain one more time. So you can see the one horizontal line which is NM, and in between at the middle of this line the O is there and the P point is there. So we have to consider the point P is performing SHM, means point P is performing simple harmonic motion along the straight line Mn. Then the center O will be there of line Mn, which is the middlemost or the equilibrium position of that particle. After that, we are utilizing the displacement equation, the particle which perform this SHM. So the displacement for that particle will be given as x is equal to a sine of omega t plus phi. Now they have told us the condition, the particle will have its a maximum displacement, means in this case the particle is performing its a maximum displacement, thus the sine omega t plus phi will be equal to plus minus 1, that is x will be plus minus a. So if you put the value of sine of omega t plus phi 1, then 1 into a, it will remain only plus minus a, thus the x will be having the value of plus minus a only. So this distance is nothing but the amplitude of the SHM. Thus from this small derivation or the small considerations of the diagram, we can say that the maximum displacement of the particle performing SHM from its mean position is called as amplitude, and this amplitude is denoted by the capital letter A. So now students, we will see the next part of this point. So students, the next part we will see is the period of the SHM, period of the particle which perform the SHM. Now the definition is the time taken by the particle performing SHM to complete the one oscillation is called as the period of the SHM. Means student, suppose P is the particle which performing the SHM, P is the particle which performing the simple harmonic motion, then the time taken by that point P to perform the one oscillation from its mean position, it will be termed as the period of that particle P. This is the period of the particle P which performing SHM. Now the displacement of the particle at time t is given by x is equal to a sin of omega t plus phi. We are already aware of that. Now after a time t is equal to into bracket t plus 2 pi by omega, then the displacement will be, means simple, this value, the condition they have given, the t will be equal to t plus 2 pi by omega. Simply we have to put this value instead the t, then we will get x is equal to a sin of into bracket omega, then the value of t which is t plus 2 pi by omega plus phi, complete the bracket. After that, if you make the calculation, then phi will be get cancelled and the remaining terms will be x is equal to a sin of omega t plus 2 pi plus phi, and the remaining term will be x is equal to a sin of omega t plus phi. Now students, let me explain one more time. So as we have derived the equation up to the x is equal to sin of omega t plus 2 pi plus phi, so where the 2 pi term gone? You will be having the question in your mind that where has the 2 pi has gone. So sin 2 pi means sin 360 or the sin 0 will be 0, thus it will get cancelled. So the remaining terms will be a sin of omega t plus phi will only remain. So the term which will remain at last will be x is equal to a sin of omega t plus phi. Therefore students, after this derivation, this result shows that the particle is at the same position after time 2 pi upon omega. So after the 2 pi by omega, the particle will complete its oscillation or SHM, then it will come to its original position. Again it will come to its original position after time of 2 pi by omega. Thus it can be shown that the small t is equal to capital T, which will exactly equal to the 2 pi by omega, is the minimum time after which it repeats. Means this is the time after which the time will repeat its SHM or simple harmonic motion. Now hence its a period t is given by t is equal to 2 pi by omega. So we have know that the definition of period is time taken by the particle to complete one oscillation who is performing SHM. So this is the definition of the period, and as we know that in the time of 2 pi by omega, the particle again come back to its initial position after completing the oscillation. Thus we can say that the capital T is equal to 2 pi by omega. Thus we can say omega square, that is k by m, will be further equal to force per unit displacement upon mass. Means k is the restoring force, so the force per unit displacement upon mass will be the omega square. Thus the acceleration per unit displacement. Now the t is equal to 2 pi by root of acceleration per unit displacement. Thus the capital T means the period will be 2 pi into square root of m upon k. Means this is the expression for the time period, which is t is equal to 2 pi into square root of m by k. So students, this is what we have learned everything about the amplitude, its a definition and its a representation by the diagram, and we have seen about the period also. It's a definition and it's a derivation, and the formula for it you can see here. T is equal to 2 pi by square root of m by k. Now one last part of this article will remain. We will see in detail in the next part of this chapter, means in the next video. So thank you so much.